All right. Yo. Welcome back, guys. Talking ball, episode week 9. 9 weeks of this shit. How you feeling after week 9? Did you think we make it 9 weeks?
I think we would. I'm not sure if the if the council would let us do it, but we got through.
Only one cancellation attempt of me so far. Should we start with that?
No, I think we're gonna
Probably
bypass
not.
through that one.
Okay, so big NBA storylines today. We are in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Kicked off Saturday, Friday.
Saturday.
knows?
Wait, no. Yeah, Saturday was the first day of the real playoffs. Play and finish on Friday.
You are so close to me today. It's nice.
And now we switched up a little bit, better angle.
How do you want to run through this? You want to just go East start first, go series by series, and give your 2 cents on it?
I'll do that. Yeah.
So makes sense to go with one of the games tonight. First matchup we have Bucks Heat. Heat win game 1 because of a Giannis injury. Now, I looked at the injury again because obviously there's this whole debate now about charges being like reevaluated. They want like either the charge zone to be reevaluated or charges not even being allowed, which sounds crazy. That's such a fundamental thing about basketball is taking a charge. But whatever, Giannis hurt his back on the injury. The Heat were up 12 at that point. Now, it was in the first quarter. Giannis tries coming back in the second, doesn't. So I looked online before we started. He was doubtful as of last night, and then as of 4 o'clock today, he is questionable to play tonight. So I don't know. I think they got it. 2-0 is scary, and I don't care if it's a 1-8 matchup, and I don't care if the Bucks are the best team in the NBA. Like
also, losing those 2 home games too.
Yeah.
You do not want to go down back to Miami down 0-2.
I think he's going to play tonight.
He's a guy that will play through anything, I feel like, so I think he'll play tonight as well.
And you're right, because that's the scary part. Like, if
the
he's
Heat
actually
look good,
hurt.
Even like you said, even when I watched a little bit of that game, the Heat looked good, even when Giannis was on the court. So
if Giannis plays the whole game, are they winning the Heat?
I mean, you can't. It's hard to tell. I mean, I hate like those like what if things, but I mean, probably the Bucks probably would have won.
Monday Night Football game.
Yeah,
Bengals would have definitely won that game, anyways.
The Bucks probably would have won. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I mean, the Heat did look really good, so I don't know. Did you watch any of that game?
Nope.
That was a Saturday. That was a day game.
Yeah.
I watched all the games on Saturday because we didn't do anything Saturday, so that was
really.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing. Definitely not watching that. I went to the Air movie. That's what I did.
Okay. During that time, probably.
Nothing more you need to add than most likely a Celtics sweep or Hawks maybe get one.
One lucky win with like a Trae Young 50-point game.
Yeah, he's bound to get hot.
Yeah.
He's also not as good as a 3-point shooter this year as you would think. I'm pretty sure he's shooting under 35% from 3, which is just doesn't like correlate with how he should be playing.
Led the league in, I think, most assists and averaged the most assists and also the most turnovers. Trae Young.
For what? To be a play-in team? I don't like Trae Young.
I don't like him either. I don't like the Hawks. I think they need to switch something up. The DeJounte Murray addition just did not make sense, and it's clearly paying off. It's not making sense.
So. I mean, they needed a second guy to go along with Trae Young, and I don't know who else was available. Bradley Beal would have made a little more sense now that I think about it, but Bradley Beal is like always the classic, like, oh, this guy might be on the block, but he never is. Bradley Beal, and I respect it at the end of the day. He's so content with being on a horrible team, doesn't get much media coverage, and is just putting up numbers and gets paid incredibly well. And he's fine with that.
I mean, I would get paid $50 million to just
no, but
a
lot of stars, even no matter how much they get paid, they always want to switch everything up, and they always want to like a new thing.
Awful this year, though.
I didn't watch 1 minute of.
No, I just his stats wise, because I remember Joe and I were talking about like we had the same thing, how like Beal doesn't leave, like all this stuff, and then I always because actually the whole thing came up that I was like we were talking about this pure scores, like bucket getters, and I said him. And Joe was like, well, he sucks this year. So I looked up and he's having like a really bad year. But you are right. Like this never makes the playoffs anymore.
Playing.
Or the play-in doesn't do anything. Yeah. Just plays basketball. Has a nice summer. He gets an early summer every year.
Sounds like a good deal to me. I'd take it if I was that good. All right, let's move down the line here. 76ers Nets. This will also be a sweep. So it's funny.
I don't know, actually.
Really?
I think
Miles Bridges, goes off for 40 points and Cam Johnson goes 30.
I think Bridges will have like a 40-point game in Brooklyn. I can see them winning game 3, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, like here comes a series, like Harden and beat up like an awful game or something like that, and everyone's gonna think it's become a series, and then the Sixers just blow them out of the next 2 games.
I always forget with the overreactions of what year was it when was it back when the Celtics were like it was the Paul Pierce take. Who won game 1? And he was like the series is over. It was a Bucks series, I think.
Oh, I do remember that.
Was it Bucks Celtics in 21 and they ended up winning the finals? I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. There was something like that.
Who was it? Now it's going to bother me. Whatever. No, because the Celtics. Who did the Celtics play in 21 in the first round? Who did the Bucks play in 21 in the first round? Maybe it was the Heat.
The Bucks. No, that was 22 last year. The 21, the Bucks played.
Didn't the Heat make the conference finals last year?
No, the Bucks beat them in round 1.
No. Yes.
Yeah. The Celtics played the Bucks in the. No.
I thought they played them in the second round.
I'm pretty sure the Bucks beat the Heat in round 1 last year.
No, you're probably right. So 76ers.
Yeah, they did, because I was in Florida when it happened.
Most likely subtle flex. Okay. So 76ers will most likely.
No, because I just remember like Heat.
Nets. Like... These are pretty 3 interesting series. Now the next one, obviously.
Yeah, the East is pretty.
This is the only exciting series out of the East. Like now, granted, the Nets from where they were in January is not what the Nets are now. But credit to the Nets for not. They fell off. Like I know they finished like. Since the KD and Kyrie trades, I know they did not have a good record. I don't know what it was. I think it was like 12-20. That's a complete guess. But this is the most exciting series. After the Knicks, game 1, looked like they had it in the bag, blew it at the end. Shout out Josh Hart. They able to take game 1 on Saturday, and then the Cavs absolutely steamrolled them yesterday. Are you worried with either a horrible RJ Barrett showing, a great Darius Garland showing, or do you just think that this game will go 7? And
I think, I predicted Cavs in 7. But like you said, like we talked about launch, like you just knew like the Knicks are gonna lose this game. Like
yeah, they took
a
their
tough
home.
Road win, game 1, just means most likely you're gonna lose the next game, which is fine. And the Knicks are ahead in the series. They have the upper hand right now. I still think I predicted the Cavs in 7, but I'm kind of leaning more towards the Knicks. Just because I think they are a better team, and I don't think Garland's going to score 35 a game again.
Well, they barely used him in game 1, so I liked it. I love Garland. I love their team.
Like, yeah, they have a fun team.
Root for the Cavs.
They have a fun team.
Love Donovan Mitchell. I love Jared Allen. I love Mobley. They have a really, really good team. I'm just so excited. I don't know about you, but like playoff at basketball at the Garden is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it's going to be
a good atmosphere. New Yorkers or whatever it is, but. Even when they were getting creamed by the Hawks 2 years ago,
it was fun.
Some of the best moments watching the Knicks, and they were such a fun and surprising team last year. And same thing they are with this year. I think they surprised a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people even had them in the regular playoffs, let alone a 5th seed.
Agreed.
So what else do I have for the East? Nothing much. There's only one game in the East going on tonight. Okay, West. So I wrote a little blurb about every game that's being played tonight. So Nuggets Timberwolves. Nothing, right?
Nuggets won by like 30 the first game, right?
Who cares?
I mean, I kind of actually thought Timberwolves can make it a series, but I mean, I haven't watched.
You're a Nuggets hater. That's
no. I haven't. I just haven't watched, and I just thought maybe like the 2 big, like I mean, Towns and Gobert. I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe they could make somewhat of a series, but I mean, it's still one game. We'll see. But I haven't watched Nuggets at all, so like I don't know how they play. Like, I'm obviously they're the 1 seed, so obviously good
numbers.
So that's what I mean. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I never really think that the Nuggets. Like, you don't think the Nuggets actually win the whole thing, right?
Jokic has only made the conference finals once, and that was the bubble year.
Yeah, I don't think that they can actually win.
He's not winning the MVP this year, and if he doesn't make the conference finals, yeah, you're going to start hearing the whole summer is going to become Jokic is not as good as people make him out to be. The whole thing, which you got to get done in the playoffs, especially how wide open the West is this year. This is the year for the Nuggets to win the West,
and they have the easy path with the 1 seed, so easiest path technically.
I mean, they would face either the Suns or the Clippers. I don't know how easy that is. I think the Nuggets would much rather see the Kings next than the Suns or the Clippers.
That's true.
Or the Lakers or Grizzlies.
I think the winner of that will
make the finals.
We'll get to that. Yeah,
that seems like a good pick. Another game going on tonight.
That's gonna be a good one.
I think this series is wrapped up.
Yeah.
Um,
The Grizzlies do play really well without Morant, though.
yeah, weren't they? I mean, when he was suspended, they were really, really good.
Yeah.
I think
No,
missing Steven Adams is a big
I didn't know he
loss.
was out. Yeah, because
He's
he's
out. The
guard
defensive player of
AD.
the year, Jaren Jackson, he won it.
Is he questionable?
No, I don't
Oh, he's
know.
fine.
Why are they announcing the awards now? I thought the NBA had an award ceremony.
Yeah, I think I think the MVP is last. Like,
Yeah, but the NBA has an award show.
they do. But I think they get the award at that show, and then the MVP's like that's
Okay,
when they
but
announce the MVP.
basic level TV stuff.
No, you're right.
Who would
yeah.
watch if people already know who's going to win an
No,
award?
that's true.
Like, we didn't know any of the NFL awards until the NFL honors.
Fox, he won like the clutch player of
Yeah,
the
it's the
year.
first year this has ever been.
I don't know what the metric to that thing is.
No, he just every single
probably like
stat. Last 2-minute points, last 2-minute field goal percentage,
cool,
most go-ahead buckets. So first ever clutch award. I don't know who it's named after, but
probably Kobe, right? No, he's the all-star one.
Oh, it might be Kobe. I know the MVP got renamed after Michael Jordan, even though he doesn't have the most MVPs ever. Whatever. So what do you think about this? I think it's Lakers in 6.
I picked the Lakers in 6 from the start.
Oh, really?
I mean, I think the Lakers are good.
What did Reeves and Hachimura combine for? Like 60 or 50 something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Hachimura had like 25.
I just call him Hoochie Mama.
Yeah, no. I mean, if Davis and LeBron are healthy and playing well like this, I mean, why are they not like up there as one of the favorites?
You know what the funny part about this is? Like, you and I especially, like, we don't really like listen to the bullshit like ESPN like first take headlines where exactly what your last sentence was is what they've been saying all year. Every time the Lakers get hot, if Davis and LeBron are healthy and they can win the West. And now here we are after one game in the first round, switching it up, and it is true. And I just love Anthony Davis for saying whenever he got hurt, I can't feel my right arm, and then coming back in the same exact game. Such an Anthony Day-to-day move.
Yep.
But without Morant, it's huge.
I think they win that series as well.
So I think by our next show we'll find out the results unless these series go 7, but we should probably, right?
Well, yeah, we'll know the results probably. Like Celtics is done.
Yeah.
And even if not, we'll
and the
still
next
be able
series
to,
will most definitely be done. I think the Kings bring out the brooms. I love the Kings. If the Knicks don't win it, I want the Kings to win. I love the Kings. But you're a Warriors guy, so.
No, I'm not a Warriors guy. Not anymore. I think I picked the Kings in 7.
Like the fucking beans.
I still think it goes 7. I don't think the Warriors. I think the Warriors win the next 2 at home, and I think it's just. And then I think it's up for
no
grabs.
Draymond though. 3. No Draymond.
That is true. No Draymond, but I don't know. They're so good at home though.
They're ass on the road.
I know that's so. I still think that goes 7, and that's a very fun series as well. So I'm still sticking with my Kings
going
in 7
Kings
pick.
In 5. I love it. Changing of the guard. It's bound to happen eventually.
It is.
No Draymond. I mean, you're right that it would be unfathomable for the Warriors who are already down 2. No, we must be boring. I mean, we don't have to fucking leave all the time. The Warriors who are already down 2-0 to lose a third, and this one being at home. But the Draymond suspension could have not come at a worse time. And the stats don't show it, but he's the anchor of that ball club. But
true.
And I mean, like Wiggins was their second best player for most of the year, and him being out for over a month, and then not even getting 1 or 2 regular season games to revamp, just throwing him into the playoffs against a Kings team who's fucking hungry, fucking longest playoff
and a tough team to play on the road too.
They have playoff atmosphere as everything changes. Obviously, everyone's more up for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember seeing the clips on Twitter in November, and their crowd was like a playoff atmosphere. So
yeah,
I'm happy for Sacramento. Is Sacramento further up north than San Francisco?
I think so.
Shout out the capital of California. Yeah. So all 4 California teams are in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So what is the last California team to be standing in the playoffs? I'll say the Kings because it's fun.
I'm the Lakers.
I thought you said what?
Not well. I'm going.
You literally said Suns Clippers winner is going to make the finals.
If the Suns win,
so you think
the Clippers
are
out?
Win?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I do think the Suns win. Unfortunately, but I think the Lakers make the Western Conference Finals.
If they, well, yeah, they're going to get lucky because they're going to play the Kings if they win. That's huge. Yeah, the Nuggets really got messed up. That sucks. I don't know how many games they won the West by, but maybe they should have punted towards the end if they realized that they would. Because I think it was pretty certain that it was going to be Suns Clippers, right? 4-5 for a long time.
If the Warriors lost the game, then they would have had to play There was some team. It might have been the Clippers. The
No, the
Clippers.
Clippers punted at the end of the year, I think. Or no, were they trying to?
No. If the Clippers lost, then I think they would have played the Kings instead. I think they would have been switched with the.
So the Warriors and the Clippers were
They
both
could
trying
have
to
switched,
lose.
yeah,
I
because
see.
they wanted to play the Kings. Yeah, no, Suns Clippers. That's. I mean, I'm a big Durant guy, but I want the Clippers to win. I've been wanting the Clippers to win for a while. Paul George and them, I really want them to win.
Well, Paul George won't be playing for the first.
I know that's why. And if they win this series without Paul George and he comes back, I mean, I think they should be the favorite then. I mean, that would be insane if Kawhi beats that Suns team not by himself, but Clippers. I mean, the Clippers have a solid
Russell Westbrook
team.
fighting fans.
Yeah, I mean, Westbrook's. I mean, he's got.
How did he get into like the food area?
I don't know. Westbrook's nuts.
Like,
But
all right, keep going. But like,
I watched the game last night up until halftime, and the Clippers look. I mean, they got up to like I think maybe 13. And it looked like they were going to pull away, and the Suns brought it back and ended up winning. But I really do want the Clippers to win, but I think the Suns end up winning in 6. Unfortunately,
talent-wise, it's
yeah. You're right. Like,
who's the second leading scorer of this series for the Clippers? Is it Russ?
He went 3
Or is
for
it Terrence
19.
Mann?
It's probably Mann or
Zubac.
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon's a bucket
Norman
getter.
Powell's a bucket getter though, so it could be him.
Look that up.
Yeah, I am gonna look that up. I'm curious now too.
So, in terms of key injuries so far, we have Giannis, obviously. Sabonis got stepped on. Is that going to be a injury for next game, or is he fine? I don't know.
He finished the game. I'm sure he's fine, right?
Oh, okay.
And also he didn't get nothing. I mean, obviously with Draymond it was worse, but like, I mean, Sabonis did grab Draymond's like ankle, so like it wasn't just Draymond stepped on him. Like he was grabbed by Sabonis, and
it's also Draymond's rep.
Exactly, it's all
Draymond's
Draymond's rep because if it was the other way around, and we'd be like, oh well, Draymond grabbed him first. So
you know what? But that's kind of how life is.
It's true. It's true.
Usually, your first infringement of doing something, you're probably going to get a slap on the wrist. Draymond has done this countless amount of times in playoff runs, especially, and that's just what happens. Because even who said it? What the hell was that? Chandler Parsons. He works for some media network now. I don't know what the hell, but he said you saw the hard foul that Jared Allen had on Randall last night. Randall was like
right at the end of the
he
game,
shoved him into the stanchion.
That was at the end of the game.
Yeah. And he said, and the game was over, whatever, but didn't really have an effect on the game.
He was still in the game,
but yeah, I don't know, especially since he's injured too.
Yeah, that was weird.
Whatever. And he said if that was Draymond, like 2-game suspension minimum, but it's not, so it doesn't matter. Like that was a harder foul than Draymond's, and it probably was.
True.
But kind of just how life works. Like I said.
No, it's true. You're right.
Like 1 drunk driving. What do you get? Your license suspended. 3 drunk drivings. So you probably ain't getting your license back for the rest of your life.
So, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
That's just how life works. So what is the second leading scorer?
Well, Russell had 9 and 28, so he's the second leading one. Batum played 9.
Isn't he playing center for them?
Batum played 19 minutes last game, had 0 points. You can't start an NBA game and not score.
I would.
You can't play 19 minutes on the NBA in the NBA.
He had the Tony Snell stat line.
He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 0 points last night.
He's a ghost. That's why he's French.
We got a text in from Luke. He wants us to talk about NHL.
That's not happening.
No way.
I'll tell you one thing.
We talk about real sports here.
No, I actually know. Sterfkin, the goaltender for the Rangers, is pretty good. Connor McDavid is the greatest hockey player ever. I hope that goes viral and hockey people come after me. McDavid is I know. I was listening to a hockey podcast. Something like
does
that.
Ovechkin still play?
Yeah, and so does Crosby.
He does?
Yeah.
So those guys are like 60 at this point.
Yeah, they both play. What else do I know?
The Bruins, didn't they have like an insane season?
Bruins have the best
record. They lost
record
like 12
ever.
games or something.
Yeah, they had the most points.
All right, Luke, you're getting us to talk NHL, so.
They had the most points and the most wins in NHL history, and that's about it.
How does the point system
All right, that's
work?
hockey talk. I don't know, but apparently it's not as like valuable as like when the Warriors broke it, because hockey got rid of ties, and the team that had the record, one of the teams that had the record before, had a bunch of ties. Hockey doesn't have ties
You
anymore.
can't do that anymore?
No, you either points. If Luke's on, correct me if I'm wrong. Type in the chat. But points, I'm pretty sure, come from You get a certain amount of points if you win, 0 points if you lose, but you get like it's like soccer where 1 point is a draw. I think you get 1 point if you lose in overtime. I don't know. That could be way wrong.
That's interesting.
That's enough hockey, right? You're done for that
Yeah,
for
we're done.
till next year.
We're done. So.
All right. Anything else you want to add on basketball? Because I got baseball next.
No, I think we're pretty good there.
All right. I'm just gonna zip through my MLB headlines, and then you talk about when you want to talk. So as of April 19th, Wednesday, Tampa Bay Rays still have the best record in the MLB. They tied the record. So close. Did you bet on the Blue Jays that game?
No,
When
I
I
did
told you
not.
not to, and they ended up winning the game.
I have not. I didn't. Wait. No,
The
I did
game when
not.
I told you that this was going to be for to break the record. So they didn't break the record. They lost to the Blue Jays.
No, I was tempted to, but I did not end up betting.
They are now tied for the greatest start to an MLB season ever. But they're also still the best team in baseball and in the AL as we speak. Oh, yeah, I do have the Braves thing. Did the Braves win last night? Maybe we
They
can.
did.
Okay,
they made
so
8 in a row.
update that.
14.
So the Braves currently have the best record in the NL with 14 wins.
Yep.
Braves Rays would be an interesting World Series.
It would
I
be.
like the Braves a
I like the
lot.
Braves a lot too. Yeah, they're a good team.
Do the racist chop. Can't do that.
I'm not saying anything.
What? They do it at the games.
I know the chop. Remember when
Jacob deGrom was seen doing the chop at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, he was.
That's why he left, but he ended up going to the Rangers. I don't know what's so wrong with the chop, but then again, I can't really talk about that.
Everything is wrong. Anything fun's wrong.
Well, I mean, the chop is not. I don't know. I don't know what a Brave is at the end of the day. I'm definitely out of here.
Brave.
So I have my next thing is early surprise teams that are currently leading their division. So who would have thought? Now, I mean, it's just fun to overreact. We're only 2 weeks into the season. I saw. So if you were to take this MLB season, this would be quarter 1 of week 2 of an NFL season. But everyone overreacts after week 1 of the NFL, so why can't we do it right now?
You're right.
So the
That's
Texas
crazy,
Rangers
though.
are currently leading the AL West, and that division includes the Astros, the Mariners, and the Angels.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
the Mariners
nuts.
have been ass.
The Mariners have been ass.
The Angels have been decent. Better than the usual
I think they
standards.
just got to 500 after winning to the Yankees. And guess what? The Angels bullpen didn't blow a 2-run lead.
It didn't.
When we don't bet on them.
You know that A's have 4 wins this year, and one of them was when we got screwed over by them. They have 4 wins this year, the A's.
I believe it.
4 wins.
I'm not even trying to like discredit your sports knowledge. Could you name 3 players on the A's?
They have someone named Shea.
Langoliers, yeah. Count it. You wouldn't be able. There's no.
No, they have what's his name? He's been there for a long time. He was like he's an infielder.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Tony Kemp.
Yeah, Kemp. And then I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't think I know any of the pitchers. They're all just random guys. So no, I can't.
Okay. Quiz time. That was it. I think I could only name 5, and probably because I played them in MLB. The Diamondbacks leading the NL West, and obviously that division includes the Padres and the Dodgers. Now, there was a lot of talk going into the year that this would still be a good Dodgers team, a good playoff team, but also a team that was not going to be the consensus NL World Series favorites. And the Padres are so stacked. Oh, wait, I have that in my other. Never mind. Forget it. I'll save it. Little tease, little edging, little almost made you come action for the boys here. And the Milwaukee Brewers are leading the NL Central. The Cardinals are in last place.
Yeah, they looked awful.
That division's ass.
Yeah.
Too.
The Brewers are sick, though. The Brewers are a good team.
And Yelich is kind of getting back there, which I love to see. I like Yelich a lot. So those are your surprise teams. So I have early disappointing teams. The Phillies are off to a slow start. They started out 0-4. They're now 6-10. The defending world champions, Chris's Houston Astros, are, I believe they lost last night, so they're now 8-10.
They did lose last night to the.
Yeah, I wrote this all yesterday. Sorry, didn't edit it. So they're now 8-10. No need to panic just yet. And the NL Central champions of last year, who were, I believe, to win the NL Central again, they were like minus 150, which is pretty huge for MLB divisions. Like, unless you were the Astros or I'm trying to think what team definitely dominates their division. It was probably only the Astros who were actual favorites to win minus money favorites to win their division. I don't think any other team would be minus money. But the Cardinals were minus 150 to win the NL Central. That's very, very heavy odds.
This year?
Yeah,
Holy
because they dominated it last year. No one even made the playoffs out of that division besides them. So they're starting out struggling out of the gate. I don't know. They were 7-10 yesterday. I don't know if they won or lost yesterday.
They did the big one yesterday.
Okay, so 8-10. Congrats to the Cardinals. So let's move away a little bit. So this is super exciting. Fernando Tatis coming back tomorrow. That is awesome. I mean, I cannot wait. It's going to go viral on Twitter, and I can't wait for someone to post the lineup card of tomorrow night's game. I think he's going to play tomorrow. I don't know. He's allowed to play tomorrow. I would assume they play tomorrow.
He's been playing in the Triple
Yes.
A, so he should be ready.
They've been playing. He's been playing. Oh yeah, I should have written down his slash line in AAA. I mean, it's not anything special, but it's like 450.
It's like 8 for 8.
Nuts.
Like the first 2 games, he won like 8 for 8 with like 5 home runs or something, or
I
five
cannot wait.
RBIs.
He is, and it's all the old heads who don't like him. Him and Ohtani are like two of the funnest players to watch. Ohtani for what he does and just obviously just who he is as a baseball player, but in terms of flair and what he brings to the game is so exciting. Like, I mean, you're talking about like Fernando Tatis had people excited to watch baseball during a COVID year, like when the Padres were so much fun that one year. I'm so excited to see him come back. I cannot wait. That's what was my first point was going to be. I cannot wait till that lineup card goes trending on Twitter for when they're like their 1 through 7 is going to be I don't know who leads off for them.
Gresham, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Him? Whatever. It's going to be, you got Bogarts, Machado,
it might be Bogarts.
Soto, Cronenworth, who's very good in his own right, and Tatis. Who am I missing?
No, they're a sick team.
They have the best baseball lineup, period, right now. I cannot wait for him to come back. So excited. It will be his first game since October of 2021. And he's returning on tomorrow, which is 4/20. 4/20. Happy 4/20 tomorrow.
Yep.
Freaking loser holiday, I'll tell you that much.
True.
Can't wait to see how many people post that. Well, I mean, he was suspended for PEDs, so I don't know if the MLB's banned weed like every other sport. So let's hope he doesn't smoke any weed tomorrow because he'll get suspended again.
Yeah, that's true.
Not sure you would care about this. I love this freaking guy, Pablo Lopez.
Yeah, I saw he got extended. I saw that.
Lost to the Yankees a couple days ago, but that's okay. So 4 years, $73 million, 1.7 ERA through his first 4 starts for the Twins. Get paid, man.
Yeah.
$18 million is like, it's crazy what pitchers are making. Like, it doesn't even make sense sometimes. Like, everyone talks about the other numbers. Like, if you're like Jameson Taillon had a 4 ERA last year, which is just straight up average. He's getting $15 million. Like, you are an average starting pitcher.
Now?
Cubs.
Okay.
Like, you're an average starting pitcher this year. You are getting $15 million.
Yeah,
that's how important starting pitching is. And you see it.
18's not. He could definitely be making more.
He's I mean, I don't know if he can get to like the
he's not
definite
making 30
ace level.
Yeah.
But you got Verlander and Scherzer. One's getting suspended and one hasn't even pitched yet this year, getting like $43 million each
for 1 year.
Yeah, and
they're just there. They're
their
just
arms
there
are
to
about
win.
to fall off.
They're there to pitch just to win one World Series.
I love Pablo Lopez. I think it's a great contract. Now, did they lose a really good guy in Luis Arias? We're going to get to in a little bit. All right, let's just quick transition. Nice little journalism transition there. So, Luis Arias, who was in the Pablo Lopez trade, Marlins, Twins, weird trade. 2 teams that like you just don't ever would associate next to each other make a trade. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always think about that with those 2 teams, AL, NL. So he is currently, now this is from yesterday, so I don't know if he played last night, but he's batting .455. The first player he could become, now this is obviously such a stretch, and it would be so hard for a player to bat 400 in today's MLB.
Right.
Well, with the banning of the shift and the pitch clock, maybe we will see averages spike overall, but to see a player bat this crazy, even if he finishes over like 350, like I forget what he had last. He won the batting title last year in the AL, which prevented Judge from winning the Triple Crown. So I bet pretty excited about that. I think he batted like 316 last year. Whatever. So he could be the first player to bat 400 in a season since Ted Williams did it in 1941 when he batted 406.
There's no way.
Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah, there's no way.
So they were playing the Mets a lot to begin the year. Like I think they might have played like their first 10 games.
The 2 series.
They had 2 series,
right?
one in Queens, one in Miami. I don't know. I watch baseball to watch baseball.
Borough.
Yes, Miami South or whatever, or Queen South is what the T-shirt said. Friggin' weirdo LD. The thing is like I don't know. Like, do you mind like a bloop single or like just a barely like? Because it's not even luck with him. Like he is so skilled at plate discipline that it like turns me on.
It's a hit.
But I'm saying, like, do you like get wowed by that as much as you would by a 450-foot home run? Obviously, it's different, but like,
no, I have a lot of
respect. Right?
I have like, what was it? I remember I was watching I think it was a Rays game, and like they had like I think maybe second and third or something. And Arozarena just knew exactly where to just chop the ball right in between the gap to get those two players to score. That is just
It's
that
hot.
is like yeah, like that is just
Sexy.
so cool to see just a batter do his Arozarena knows I don't want to try to hit the ball in the air because it's gonna be a pop-up. I know to just get on the ground and get these guys to score. So I
See,
agree with you
we appreciate
100%.
that because we're more than casuals of baseball.
Exactly.
We appreciate the art. Like just watching Arise take just his discipline at the plate.
Mhm.
And like I guarantee you, like obviously he wouldn't tell the pitcher beforehand, but I guarantee you, if he goes up to the guy whoever's on deck, he's like, my plan this at bat is to hit a line drive single into right field. He'll do it.
Yeah.
Like he is like not a Babe Ruth call your shot level kind of thing, but just to be able the way he does it is so fascinating. Injury time now. Stanton's out 4 to 6 weeks. Guy
Yeah, that
can't
was
stay healthy
weird.
despite having one of the best physiques in all sports. No homo though. I don't know.
Why? Was it
This Stanton injury shit is so annoying. It is now.
they can't even play him on the field
He
anymore
hasn't
now.
played over 130 games since his first year with the Yankees. He barely played all of 2019. COVID season 2020. I think he played a little more than over 100 in 2021. Didn't play a lot of the second half of last year after becoming an all-star. I don't know what to say. This guy can bench press 500 pounds, can hit a ball 600 feet, but he hit a double and he got hurt running to second. So
Yeah.
that's just the way some people are built. You can't, I don't think it's just.
And the team's like risking putting him on the field too every time he gets out on the field.
That's a good point.
Like Joe and I were watching the game. I forgot what game it was, and he like slid for like a foul ball. I mean, like even just the way he slides looks like he's getting hurt. Like he
For
looks
such
like
an
he
athletic
tore.
person, he moves on athletically.
It's very odd. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with him.
Well, 4 to 6 weeks.
No, but I mean, like I don't know what's gonna happen with him throughout the season.
He was
what they're gonna
off
do
to
with
a good
him.
start too.
Yeah,
You know, he's off to a hot start. Sidetrack like Rizzo. Rizzo's batting like 300 with 4
Yeah.
home runs. You don't like him though, so forget.
I don't like him.
Jacob deGrom left his start last. He got evaluated yesterday. He's also just another one of those where it's just like stay on the fucking field. Dude.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of this deGrom shit as well. Whatever.
Yeah, I would be too.
Ben's sick of it.
Yeah.
At least he's not on the Mets anymore. Gonna deal with the.
Well, yeah,
Mets.
that's also great. But no, I mean when deGrom would like pitch so well and then he would get a nagging injury.
That's
it was so funny.
That's bullshit.
It was so funny to watch them just cry in pain. And then like the best thing when deGrom signed with the Rangers, it was like the real Mets fans were like, yeah, it sucks. We lost the greatest pitcher in baseball when he's healthy. But then the fraudulent Met fans who never want to admit their emotions, and Yankees fans do this a lot too, were like, oh, we didn't need him anyways. That contract's nuts. And it's like if the Mets sign him for that exact contract, like, yeah, we're keeping the best pitcher in baseball for another 5 years.
Yeah, and they don't. There's not their money. There's no salary cap or anything. The money that pitches isn't a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, like, very bare basic. It's not their money, but like when the Yankees give out a really bad contract, I'm like, what the hell were you doing? It's not like.
Yeah, but well, for the Yankees, it's like who's the Mets owner? What's his name? Cohen.
Steve Cohen.
Yeah, like that guy will spend $500 million. The Yankees won't. So
true.
So that's true.
And nothing said that more than when he
almost didn't even re-sign Judge.
Yeah, that was nuts. Couldn't even imagine that. But right, the guy's even not that valuable, right? Because he bats 180 in the playoffs.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, if you can't hit in the playoffs, you can't get a ring. I wouldn't want him on my team either. I mean,
you sure you're okay with Alex Verdugo in right field?
Yeah, I would rather.
You'd rather have Verdugo than Judge. Good, we can actually get some people involved.
Was Verdugo on the team that won?
Nah.
Yeah, but at least casual. Like Altuve,
Verdugo was in the Mookie Betts trade, but
wins. Even though Altuve's bad, he still gets rings. Guy couldn't even get
that team's
a
also
single
just
hit.
Nuts. I don't think Altuve and Judge are like comparable either. They're two way different play styles.
That's true. Altuve's much better. Ring me.
Shut up. No, seriously, shut up.
Sticky stuff.
Yeah, this just happened.
I didn't even hear about it.
Did you see the clip?
Me. I saw he's like,
it's just rosin.
He's a nut job.
So rosin is a legal substance. I had to look it up in class. Rosin is a combination of the dirt from the mound and the bag. You know the bag they always touch?
Yeah.
They're always just touching that shit. So they like just rub the bag around. And apparently that's legal, but the sticky stuff obviously isn't. I don't know. As a Yankee fan, it's hilarious. I really don't think he was using any illegal substance because do you remember when they first started checking in 2021? Like it's the most hilarious clip. He gets checked when he was still on the Nationals at this time, I think. Right before he gets traded to the Dodgers, he takes off his belt and pulls down.
Yes.
So
yes,
funny. Like It's
He's
funny.
a nut job.
Oh my god, he's nuts.
I like him though. He's funny.
But I don't know. To be a MLB pitcher, I think they're all a little off and
because it's like you said, that's like tennis. It's all on you.
locked in.
Yeah.
I mean, his other 4 days when he's not pitching, apparently he's a good guy. But when he's on, like nobody even talks to him. Like he doesn't even like. You ever seen that clip of Dave Roberts slapping his butt after he has a good inning, and he's like just turns around and gives him like a death stare? Like I guess Scherzer gives like his new teammates a rule. Like when I'm pitching, you don't talk to me, you don't touch me. Like you watch him after an inning when he goes down to the dugout. Nobody daps him up. Nobody talks to him. He sits on his own side of the bench and he just stares down until his next time to going up, which is fucking nuts. But I highly doubt he was using anything. I mean, we'll hear more about it as it comes along, and it won't be that big of a deal, so we don't really have to talk about it next week.
True.
Any other baseball thoughts? That's all I had.
Well, me and Diego, shout out to Diego. We bet on the Cubs today, and they're winning 6-2. That's really all our baseball news we got. So
Cubbies!
Good call.
Go Cubs!
Good call
Go!
by DA7 out there.
Shout out the Cubs. I like the Cubs. Just an island of misfit toys with Trey Mancini, cancer survivor. Though I don't mean to disrespect you, but you're not that good at baseball anymore.
He's got a ring though.
He does have a ring, and I think
Where
he batted
is he
like
now?
120. He's on the Cubs. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's on the Cubs now.
The island of misfit toys with Cody Bellinger out there batting some. Actually, no, I don't think he's off that bad of a start. Stroman's also nasty. You know he's 5'7".
Really?
Yeah, I knew he was like shorter in terms of like pitchers. Like you won't really find a pitcher nowadays
5'7",
shorter than like 6'1", but he's
like shorter than Ben. No, not that short.
No, impossible.
5'5".
Yeah, 5'2". Stand on his money now. He's 6'6". So congrats on your bet. I hope that goes well. NFL stuff. I'm not even in the mood to talk NFL, but Jalen Hurts signed an extension. Crazy. Highest average annual salary now. Obviously not the largest contract ever. Deshaun Watson. So the largest contracts ever. We want to go scale by scale. So total contract is obviously still Mahomes. Most guaranteed money in a contract is still Watson. But Hurts now has the largest average annual salary at $51 million against the salary cap. And I believe that kicks in 2 years. I think he has one. Wait, he got drafted in 20, so he has 4 years on his rookie deal. 21, 2, 2023. Yeah, so it kicks in after next year.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Jalen Hurts is top 5 quarterback in the NFL?
Top 5?
I'm just asking. I'm not confirming. Mahomes?
Right.
Still Rodgers for me.
I agree. Burrow.
Ooh, this is Allen?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
You got to put him in there.
And then Herbie?
I think Herbert's putting Hurts as well.
So do I. So we agree. So congrats to Hurts. Maybe we should get some of it. He seems like a really good guy, though. I like him as a guy.
No, I like Hurts. I like Hurts.
I mean, he had a flawless Super Bowl game besides that one time he fumbled the ball. Anthony Murray.
No, everyone like said, "Oh, it's an overpay." Well, I mean, Daniel Jones making $40 a year.
These are what these guys are going to get.
Yeah, this is the relevant contract to the quarterbacks nowadays. You got to put the money somewhere.
You're right. That Daniel Jones comp just it wins every argument.
In 3 years, if Hurts is still amazing, you're gonna be like, you're not even gonna think twice about his contract.
Who? When we were talking about another quarterback just got paid, and we were both talking about how like Mahomes.
Probably Garoppolo or something.
Yeah, it might have been Garoppolo. No, Garoppolo didn't even have much money, I don't think.
Carr, maybe?
Somebody.
Probably
and we were like,
Carr.
Mahomes is on the greatest contract ever when it seemed nuts at the time. That it was 10 years, 500. I mean,
Spencer, that 5'7" is average height, by the way.
I don't care. How's your eye?
Ben, you're not 5'7", mate.
Yeah.
You're 5'5".
And that's why you buy lifted shoes, buddy. Nah, I would never do that, by the way. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. Mahomes is definitely going to have a crazy underpaid contract, which is crazy to say that he's making $50 million a year and you're underpaid. But I just wait till when Mahomes is in like year 5 or year 6 of this contract. I mean, we're going to see every other top 5 quarterback besides him get 60 at least.
It's true.
I can't wait till like the NBA hits 2028. I'm pretty sure like all the contracts that are starting to end, like Jokic on the end of his next deal is like 60.
Yeah, Luka's going to make like 60 a year probably.
What's the end of Lillard's contract? I think it's like 65.
Yeah, Lillard also, yeah, well, Lillard
It's
said
nuts.
that, you see Lillard said he didn't really have much else. Lillard said that he doesn't want to be a part of
Rebuilding team.
Yeah, so
but he's also loyal.
He is loyal. Yeah, nah, he deserves to go
Like,
somewhere else.
I hope he goes somewhere else just because. But like when he comes back to Portland, we'll have the biggest standing ovation.
Yeah,
Like
no,
they
definitely.
understand, and if the organization and him both want to agree into the certain
Mhm.
ways they want to go, then I'm all for that. Where would he go though? Miami?
No, it's a lot of teams can afford him. I don't know. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh, Joe and I were talking. This was like when Mahomes first signed the contract. I remember Joe said, because like obviously 50 million a year is a lot, but Joe was saying that exactly what we're talking about now. In 2 years, he should be getting like 70 a year. So Joe was saying that there should be
Like baseball?
there could have been a clause. They could have been like a clause like I need to be the highest paid quarterback, something like that. I don't know if they could do that, but that would have been something
No,
if I
you're
was
right.
Mahomes' agent. That we were saying that would have been a good play because now Mahomes is going to be paid less than all these guys, and Mahomes is way better statistically on the field and history wise. So
I just hope that Mahomes had one of those like just like even though he's around like a really smart financial guy and whatever, I just hope he had that moment when the contract got presented to him. He just had that holy shit, this is a lot of money, sign right away moment because that's just something everyone can relate to. Like your first big paycheck or whatever, and you're like, wow, I'm just gonna go crazy. Obviously, you won't like go broke, but you're right. I mean, football, the team can obviously cut you at a certain point, but like baseball, like you know how Machado just signed his re-extension, so he signed an original 10-year deal with the Padres in 2018. But there was a 5-year opt out.
yeah,
After 5 years, you could opt out. I think Stanton has that same
I
clause.
think yeah,
Probably Mahomes. I don't even know if that's possible in the NFL, but
yeah. I
Mahomes
have
probably
no
should have had a
idea.
year 5 or year 6 opt out option because if he did, he'd probably be making 80. But you're right.
Yeah.
There should have been that clause.
I don't know.
I mean, no, you don't fucking think so, dude. Nice dead silence. All right, next topic on the NFL. The Commanders will get sold. Dan
Yeah,
Snyder, the
yeah.
toucher of little girls or women, actually allegedly, we almost just got sued right there. Wow,
Allegedly.
alleged sexual assaulter Dan Snyder accepted the bid of 6.05 million from Josh Harris, who owns the Devils and part of the 76ers. If you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
It's a group of people. I don't know what the group number is, but Magic Johnson is also a part of it.
That's your boy.
Yeah. What about EJ?
That, that's your girl, right?
No comment. I'm not messing with that anymore. So this now means that the NFL owners will now vote on accepting the new group. The earliest that can happen is the next voting stage, which is May 22nd. The Commanders are currently valued at 5.6 billion on the Forbes NFL valuation list, which is 5th highest in the NFL. Now, I'm guessing you know this. Like all the owners fucking despise him. Like they've tried multiple
Wait,
times.
this who?
Dan Snyder.
Oh yeah,
Like he's the least favorite out of everybody. Like they've tried multiple attempts to basically force Goodell into telling Dan Snyder.
Oprah wanted to try to buy the team at one point or something like
She's
that.
probably, I don't know about worth 6 billion, but she's definitely worth a couple billion. They've tried multiple times to try to get him in the NFL, and this one seems very likely after all these rumors of the Commanders getting sold. This one seems very, very likely that it's going to happen. And so, you know what's funny? Dan Snyder bought the team in '99. 2 times the team's name has been changed. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Well, if you count the Redskins, the name itself, it's been 3. So the team has had 3 names
Right.
and
Yeah.
2 playoff wins.
Yeah.
That is fucking nuts.
And Taylor Heineke is a quarterback.
Didn't he go somewhere else?
He's not there anymore.
I don't
I
know.
have no idea. I hate that guy.
I don't mind him.
I hate him.
Why do you hate him?
I don't like the way he looks, and I don't like the way he plays.
Well, why do you care
him.
what a guy looks?
No, I just
You
don't
a switch hitter?
I just don't like his demeanor. Like I don't know what it is. Something about him.
I think he's got moxie, as the kids say.
I fucking hate him. How
All
about that?
right, well, I fucking hate you.
Taylor Heineke, don't come on the pod.
No invite, Taylor Heineke. You were never gonna come on anyways, but no invite. And you know who else is not a fucking invite anymore? Ben.
Why no Ben?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I got nothing else.
Ben's listening right now.
I got nothing else left to say on this bitch. What about you? You excited for the weekend? I'm excited for the weekend.
I'm excited for the weekend. Ben, what about you? Excited for the weekend, Ben?
Ben, you coming
type
out
in the
this
chat,
weekend?
man. Type in the
Oh,
chat.
you're gonna be too sick, or are you scared you're gonna catch these hands again?
Ben, type in the chat.
Ben, you have 20 seconds to give us something to talk about. And no, it's not talking about soccer or golf because I don't know shit. Shout out to Matt Fitzpatrick. I'm so happy.
Ben said
you
he's
won.
very excited for the weekend. Ben, give us something to talk about in sports.
Ben,
We got 10 minutes left.
Yay
Ben.
or nay getting bang? bang sesh this weekend.
Can't do chat. Not signed in. All right, Ben. Well, tell us something to talk about. Chat and
No,
our
I don't
chat.
want to talk anymore. All
Wait, I want Ben to give us something to talk about.
right, you can talk to Ben. So
He said probably not.
next
He
week,
probably said probably not to your question.
next week I'm gonna try to get an Iona athlete on. I feel like I've said that at the end of every single episode.
we could get no. We gotta get.
But I can get
somebody
someone.
on.
I know 2 people that will come on, and hopefully.
He said, "Did you do the Champions League?"
Nope, none of that. So hopefully I get an Iona
Mm.
athlete on next week. We will have definitely some playoff series we can either preview for the second round or recap of the first round. More
Right.
MLB stuff. And no, we will not have the NFL draft by next week. In 2 weeks, we'll be able to talk about the NFL draft. Who's your
Right.
prediction to go number 1? It's
picked
most likely gonna be Bryce Young. He's like minus 1,000 on the sports books to go number 1 now.
Oh, I had Stroud. I'll stick with.
Yeah, why not?
It's not gonna be him now, but
No,
I'll
you
still
never
stick with
know.
him.
Do you know?
No, remember when
Yeah,
it
Mayfield?
flipped with yeah.
Mayfield was like
No, it flipped with someone. Who was it last year? No, it was basketball. Who was not Paulo went first?
Yeah.
But he
I thought
wasn't. He wasn't projected. There was somebody. I don't know what sport
Holmgren?
it was. There was some.
It was Baker was the last one where it was the day of and everyone started freaking out. That was the last one I remember.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of that or something. But yeah, no, it could flip. It could definitely flip. I'll stick with.
But there's like so
CJ.
many tea leaves. Like he canceled every other meeting after he met with the Panthers.
Who?
Bryce Young. He canceled
Oh,
all
really?
workouts and all team meetings after doing the Panthers shit.
So yeah, I mean that's what he's saying. We're
So,
taking
and then
you
Stroud
first.
goes to the Texans. Stroud, weird uniform take, feels so perfect in the Texans jersey. I don't know why. Maybe it's a red, white, and blue jersey. And
Young
it's
in
just so
a
classic.
Panthers jersey is gonna look weird.
After
Flipping the
playing
red to the
yeah,
baby blue is
that
gonna be a
is
weird flip.
nuts. I always thought Sam Darnold was gonna look weird, but he actually looked fine.
Yeah, he's in
He's in San Fran now.
Yeah.
If anybody can fix him, it's Shanahan. Okay. Sounds good. Good job.
Here's a good one. Go
No,
Cubs.
seriously.
Oh, this was a good one. We had,
Fucking me and you, just me and you in the studio for the first time in what, like a month and a half?
I know. I mean, you can't really see Ben on the cameras. He's so short.
Yeah,
but...
exactly. But you can freaking see that bald head. All right. We'll see everybody next Wednesday. Enjoy the weekend. Be Thorgood1 on Snap if you want to hook up. And we'll catch you next week.
See ya.
Bye.